Hello and welcome back to Tech. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a DIY USB UFO with using a few simple materials such as a 3D printed housing and a USB flash drive. Let's get started. And these are the items you're going to need to make for this project. The items you're going to need: a 3D printed housing of a UFO, a USB flash drive, a 110 ohm resistor, and an auto-changing RGB LED. Now let's go and assemble this project and let's get started. First, I'm going to spray some primer on a 3D printed housing. Do a white coat, just like this. And now wait for it to dry. And there, it is now dried. Now I'm ready for the second coat of paint. Next, spray some silver metallic paint. And there, it is now painted. Now I need to wait for it to dry. And there, it is now dried, and it should look just like this. Now I'm ready for the next step. Okay, so now I have my painted 3D printed housings. Now I'm going to go ahead and take these and put them to the side. And now I'm going to go and work on the electronics part. I have the USB flash drive, the 110 ohm resistor, and the auto-changing RGB LED. Now I need to assemble these components together. One thing I forgot to mention and record is on this USB flash drive, there's a small surface mount red LED that is located right here. This LED is what makes the top of the UFO glow red. And when you plug in the USB flash drive into your computer, it flashes when you transfer data, so then when you're looking at your UFO, the top of the UFO will flash. That way you know the data is being transferred, and it'll make the UFO look more interesting. Next, take the 110 ohm resistor, and this pin of the flash drive is the negative, and this pin right here is the positive 5 volts. I'm going to take the 110 ohm resistor, place it right here, take the leads and bend them in position. First, we need to shorten it so it has the proper length. Solder it to the negative. And then bend the lead of the resistor so that way I can place the resistor in position and to prevent any short circuits. Bend it in a 90-degree angle. Shorten it. This part will connect to the cathode of the LED. And now solder the 110 ohm resistor to the cathode of the LED. Next, I want to cut off the tip of the LED, and the reason why is to prevent the LED light being too focused. Cut it off, just like this, and I'll trim the sides to make it more flat, and there, it should look just like this. Make a quick test to see if it works, and there, as you can see, it still works. Next, I'm going to take this 28 gauge copper insulated wire, and then solder it to the 5 volt positive. Next, solder tin the wire, and solder tin the anode of the LED. And now solder the wire into place. And there, the circuit is now complete. And I'll take the LED and bend it downwards to put it into position. And there, it should look just like this. And I'll make a quick test and plug it into the USB phone charger of my workbench. And there, as you can see, it works. Next, I'm going to take a drill that has the same diameter as the LED and make a hole in the bottom of the 3D printed housing. Carefully make the hole. And I'll clean it up and remove the excess. And I'll check to see if the LED fits. And as you can see, the LED fits, and it should look just like this. Next, I'm going to take a marker and trace around the USB flash drive. Doing this will give me an idea of how much material I need to remove. And now I know how much material to remove because I'm going to use this Dremel and remove the material that's inside. Start off doing it like this. And it should look just like this when complete. And as you can see, the USB flash drive fits in perfectly. And it also fits on the top part perfectly. Put the two parts together, and as you can see, it fits. Next, what I need to do is do some modification to the top part of the housing. And as you can see, part of the material is blocking the top of the housing. I need to clear it so that way the LED light can shine evenly inside. And there, it should look just like this when complete. You can see that I removed all the material on the top, and I also made some score marks, which will represent the windows of the UFO, which the LED light can shine through. For example, it should light up just like this. And now it's time to assemble everything together. I'm going to take some super glue and put a generous amount of super glue on both part of the housing. Put a generous amount of super glue where the flash drive is going to be and glue down the flash drive. And then take some more glue and place it around the housing. Spray some activator on the opposite side of the housing. Put the two parts together, clamp it together, make sure it's nice and even. Wait for the glue to cure. Spray some more activator inside the hole so that way I can make sure the glue glues down the LED and the flash drive. One problem I didn't realize is that the activator actually dissolves the paint. That's a big problem, which means I need to wipe it and dry it and repaint it. I'm going to take this paintbrush and the silver metallic paint, and I want to do a light touch-up. So spray a little bit on this cardboard, take the paintbrush, wet it with the paint, and do a touch-up. And there, it is now complete. The paint is dried, and it looks a lot better. Very nice. One thing I noticed is that the LED is a little wobbly. That's okay, I can easily fix it by using some hot glue and glue down the LED and put a generous amount of hot glue over the LED. I want the entire blob of hot glue to cover the entire LED, which will give it a very interesting look. I want to blob it on just like that, and then wait for the glue to solidify, and it should look just like this when complete. There, this looks very nice. Now let's go ahead and plug it in and test it out. Plug it in, and as you can see, it works, and this looks amazing. You can see the red LEDs make the windows glow, and the auto-changing RGB on the bottom with the hot glue glob looks very nice. That looks like a real UFO. Now let's see how this looks in the dark. As you can see, this looks amazing in the dark. This looks very mysterious and very cool. You might say this is out of this world. And you can see that the red LED looks amazing on top. Of course, I need to touch up the paint a little bit more because there's some parts that are glowing through, which is easy to cover up with some more paint. But overall, this looks amazing. Now you may be wondering, does it still work like a flash drive? Yes, of course. Plug it into my computer, and you can see the red LED is flashing, which means it's receiving data, which is exactly what I want it to do. And you can see it still works. And now take a look on the computer, plug it in, and there, as you can see, it works. The drive says UFO. Now let's go ahead and click it and open it. And there, as you can see, it works. It can hold some data. And there you have it. Now you know how to make your very own DIY USB UFO with using a few simple materials. Thank you for watching SciTi Tech. I hope you learned something new, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and of course click on the bell icon to be notified of future SciTi Tech videos. Till the next tech, goodbye.